Today, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on Jacob Eason and the Carolina Panthers.
On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Set to kick off.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
The ball carrier.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. This one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
A gain of 15. First down, Carolina.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Thornhill on the
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 9 carries, 63 yards.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, You got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
2nd and 6.
On 2nd down now, Winters. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. From the gun is Eason. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. On 1st down, Winters. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Eason. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 3rd down, Eason. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23.
But it brings up 4th down.
Eason going to try and throw for it. He finds his target, Fuller. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, Winters. And this time he is in. Yes. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are going to take a 1st quarter lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
He'll take over first.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Panthers 7, Buccaneers, nothing.
First and 10, Eason. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
On 3rd down, Hewitt, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Taking over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Back now comes Tampa Bay, and they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the gun, Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Drake. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Panthers.
Now a give, right side. Winters. And he's got room. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another 1st down there as this one goes for 25.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Murphy on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
From the gun, Eason. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. To throw on third down. Eason. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to fourth down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Rosas' kick is good, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0.
Panthers 17.
Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
38-yard line.
Throwing, Mayfield. Flushed out right. Sheds off the tackle. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards, good enough for a first. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. He goes underneath to Drake.
Mayfield's pass.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a third down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll throw on first down with Eason. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Eason. And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On first down, Jacob Eason. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
To number 89.
A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
And now let's talk about Kenyon Drake. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
We haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Mayfield now. And Ingram holds it in. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Final play of the half. Mayfield going to let one fly for Robinson. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. So we've come to halftime. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Buccaneers, nothing.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And this carries into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
So here are the Panthers set to take over. They're trying to get back on track. They had the loss last week to the Dallas Cowboys. The good news, they've got the lead right now. They'll run on first down. Winters. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
The pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun. Eason. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Winters. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On third down, Eason, Campbell making the catch. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First down, Carolina.
On first down, Eason over the middle, complete. It's Fuller. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Eason on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Fuller. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
Set him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Let's go, defense. Out of time. It's out of time. 54 mark. 54 mark. Let him know.
From the gun, Eason. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
To number 89.
From 21 yards away. And the Panthers have got it on cruise control.
Lining up for the extra
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
They stay on the ground with Drake.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He dumps it off to Drake. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Second down, here's Eason. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Panthers.
Check 53. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger. Check 6, God. Check 90.
Now a give, right side. Winters. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
21 yards.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Well, I'm sure he likes this performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
First down.
Right here. Check. 53 is the mark. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
On 1st and 10, Eason. That's going to be caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Touchdown.
From 21 yards away. And the Panthers just continue to pour it on. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
To DeMarcus Robinson. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Check in. Hey, watch the slant. Mike, 28. Mike.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. No gain, and it's second down.
Usually the offense hasn't answered anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Pushing him away.
Blocked it right out there.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And this is caught at the 8. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. The extra point up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The return man, Ty Johnson. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And let's shift our attention to Will Fuller. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53. Hey, smash. Pretty quiet, team. Pretty quiet. 53's the mic. 53.
Operating from the gun, Eason. And that is incomplete.
Eason's pass intended.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
They're going on fourth down. Here's Eason. Got an open man. That's Campbell. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
First down, Panthers.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they give this time to the tailback. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Winters. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
53. Check 53. Mustang 19. Let's go. 53's the mic. 53's the mic. Hey, let's get off the field. Check smash. Check smash. Let's go. Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
To throw on third down, Eason. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for Hayden Hurst. Incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. From the gun is Issa. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. And the Panthers turned away on. Fourth down. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
For Evan Ingram.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
One last shot for Mayfield here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me.